Hello friends, welcome to the session. Today we will understand the political concept of ecologism. Friends, ecologism is a new political ideology. Basically, during the development of political science as a subject, as a pure science, various developments has been taken place over the period of time. Ecologism is one of them. It is a new political ideology based on the position that non-human world is worthy of moral consideration. It means that when political leaders are forming some policy, when some discussion is going on, when the leaders, in the basic language, I will make you understand that when some leaders from all over the world are meeting, then they should not only focus their point of concern on the economic development or the social development of the world, but they should also take into consideration the constraint of environment. Whatever the policy which is going to form, whatever the development processes which are going to take place, before that you should take into account the environmental cost of that thing. So this is something we call ecologism. Like there are many other branches in the theory of political science, like feminism, Marxism, multiculturalism. Same is the ecologism. When we take the point of environment into consideration, then that way of thinking is called as the ecologism, and that this should be taken into account in social, economic and political system. So this is very important for you to understand that the leaders of the new world, how the leaders of the new world should change their way of thinking, so that whatever the mistakes we have made in the past, those should not get repeated. So now, what are the studies in ecologism? Friends, this concept is comparatively new. It is around 50 years old. Within the last 4 to 5 decades, this concept of ecologism has been developed. In 1970, a political theory was developed, of course, in the modern political thinking, that explained environmental and social problems as a result of mismanagement of ecological system. Some of the ecologists, some of the renowned ecologists have established that basically this is the environment which is already creating the problem. Because sometimes we see the industrial development as the core development. But during that process of development, sometimes humans have neglected the value of environment. Suppose we take an example of consumption of non-renewable energy resources. Then that consumption process has led it so far that the whole political crisis of Middle East and some countries like Venezuela or some countries like Russia, they got involved so much into the petrol politics that it actually gave birth to the whole problem of Middle East. So we cannot say that environment is a small problem. If we go into deeper, we will find out that actually this is the environment which is causing whole lot of political problems in the world. Now, if you have seen in the recent past that Paris Agreement, different conference of parties of UNFCCC or G20, G7, you must have seen that the leaders of the developed countries like USA, European countries, Russia, Japan, and the countries of the third world or the developing countries like China, India, Pakistan, or whole the SAARC and ASEAN countries, Australia, they all are meeting together not only for the purpose of economical pacts or economical treaties, or we can say the taxation treaties only, but they are also meeting for the purpose of the protection and conservation of the environment. So if the leaders of the world have recognized that environment is going to create a problem in the future, and many have said that the next world war is going to happen just because of the fresh water, the availability of water. So the geographical locations of the countries also become important, that which the country up to our times, up to the 20th century or the beginning of the 21st century, we have seen that countries which are in the position of petroleum, which are in the position of coal energy, which are in the possession of some other non-renewable resources of energy, because of their geographical location, or we can say that only because of their geographical location they have played a very important role into the world politics. But in the future it is quite established that whichever the countries will be in the possession of environmental resources, they will play a big game into the canvas of world politics. Because as the advent of nuclear energy or energy through hydrogen fuels or non-renewable resources like wind and solar energy takes place, the the dependence of the countries on the Middle East will decrease. That's why the importance of this area will decrease. The whole area will decrease. And to take up to that point, to take that place, some new players will come into the scenario. This is why it is very important for understand to the, especially to the student of political science, that they should understand this political dynamics also, that aspect of dynamics. Now this is the strategical part of ecologism. We can say we can divide the study of ecologism in two parts: the strategic part, which I have already make you understand. Now comes the moral part. Look, the Hindu philosophy says whatever available in the nature is for our use, and we should not exploit those resources in such a way that it may cause problems to ourselves only. While the whole Western way of development, the Western way of the thinking of development, we can say, is depend upon that whatever available in the world is for the use of, is for the exploitation of humans, we can say. They not, Gandhi said there is no, there, everything is available for need, but nothing is available for greed. So if you will take a greedy perspective towards the thing, you will not be able to attain anything. So now comes the moral part. So this is the responsibility of humans, that we should understand the moral value of nature, animals and humans, the cause of environmental problems and goals and means. That whatever our goals are, they should be compatible to other ecological systems. Okay, they should not harm others. Now comes the development of ecologism, how this field of study got developed. Like many other political theories, ecologism evolved in response to an encounter between existing theory and unforeseen problems. Within the last 50 years, how the temperature of Earth, the mean temperature of Earth has been risen. Last 5 years have been recorded as the most warmest years of the record. So these problems have give risen to some other problems which were unforeseen, which were unexplicable. No one has seen those problems before, like the permafrost problem in Russia, like the rising sea problems in Western Europe. So all these new problems have actually, we can say, gave rise to this new way of thinking, because we humans are very, we can say, we are very abstain of new thinking. We just go on to a particular path until and unless there are some problem. So when problem arises, then we find the solution of that problem. Okay, the deciding factor was the emergence of long series of natural, social and political problems. When these problems recurred themselves, there is a study which has says that 1% of the GDP, 1% of the whole world of GDP actually got devastated, actually got wasted into the natural disasters. So whatever the development you are making, someday it is going to, we can say, it is going to prove false. Like the recent pandemic of coronavirus, it has halted the whole economic activities for almost last 1.5 years. So whatever the development we countries have made collectively, they are now have gone down. So we have to find out a new way towards having the solution of our problem. So now the ecologism introduced a framework, we can say. Ecologism actually introduced a framework which said that we should have to understand the value of environment and the impact of our activities on the environmental things. Now comes the schools in ecologism. Whatever schools are available in ecologism, there are different way of, we can say, to describe this whole ecological thing. these are divided in three schools, we can say. First one is the ecologism in the strict sense. They said that if a policy is to be modified for the sake of environment, it has to be done at any cost. We should not compensate, or we can say we should not make ourselves used to these things. Okay, we will keep on doing the development, but at the cost of the environment. No, that is ecologism in a strict sense says any policy which is going to make any harm to the environment, it has to be halted. Now comes the environmentalism. They says that yes, while making a policy, you should understand the value of environment which is going to affected by that particular policy. So this is called the environmentalism. They are not so strict as the previous school. Then comes the ecological pragmatism. They said that no policy can be formed without deviating the natural process of environment. So this is the analytical thinking of the implementation process. The implementation has to be pragmatic in nature so that the harm to the environment can be reduced. They are, we can say, more affordable, or we can say less stricter than the environmentalist. Okay, so most strict is the ecologism in the strict sense. Then some smoother are the environmentalists. Then some little more smoother are the ecological pragmatism. And the third school is actually, we can say, this is on high demand. Many says that whatever the resources we are using, it is not possible for humans to sustain without exploiting the environment. But we should do that carefully in our day-to-day practices while using the, we can say, water or other things. Okay. So this is very important for you to understand what are the schools of environment, ecologism. Now the idea of ecologism. Ecologism defends a radical reform of society, zero economic growth, and a reduction of population. Actually, we can say this whole thinking of ecologism is like the safety valve. Okay, this whole process is like the safety valve, that before making any process, you should take into the consideration the environmental cost of that particular policy, and then you should actually modify it accordingly. In the recent news, you have seen that this is the rough map of India I have tried to draw. In the Madhya Pradesh region, there is the Bakswaha forest, which are recently the government has formulated a 50-year policy to cut down this forest, and they are going to replace this with another forest because there is a billion carat of diamond is hidden beneath this forest. So for the sake of economic development of this area, government has to make this move, but they are going to replace this. So this is something we can say that the practice of ecological pragmatism. Okay. Now comes the important questions which may be asked from you. Ecologism, being a conservative idea, has successfully created its space in liberal discourses. Look, friends, generally the leftist or the, we can say, the progressive thoughts say that okay, the development is very necessary for the we can say the economic development is very necessary to move depressed classes from their natural course. It is very important. So generally we see ecologism as a conservative idea, as an old idea, but during the last 20 or 30 years, we can see that it has become a hot topic of consideration during the liberal discourses also. So if in the examination it has been asked, or you are asked that whether ecologism is a conservative idea or a liberal idea, a progressive idea, then you say that the ecologism actually belongs to both. If we say the conservative idea and the progressive idea, the ecologism belongs to both. It depends on the implementation of that. If it is in the stricter sense, then we can say that it's conservative. If it's in, we can say, pragmatic sense, then we can say it's progressive. Okay. Second question, consideration of environment as a major factor into the studies of political science is a primary requirement in order to establish it as a pure science. This is very important for you to understand because political science is a very dynamic subject and it keeps developing over the period of time. So if it has to establish, the scholars of the political science needs to establish it as a pure science subject, then we have to understand the value the political science leaders, the political science thinkers, we can say the theorists, political science theorists. We have to understand, we have to take into consideration the value of environment because it is the environment that in turn makes sociological changes and then the economical changes also. So friends, that's all for the session. Thank you very much.